Hey guys, Haley Randall here. Welcome to my channel where I discuss a wide variety of fitness and powerlifting related topics. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So this video is going to be kind of a continuation of the series that I've been doing on breast implants and fitness, and it will also kind of be like a tips video for general tips for when you have to take kind of forced time off lifting. So I'm going to do a few things in this video. So first I'm going to update you guys on how everything's been going. I'm just about 2 weeks post-op here, so I'm going to give you guys a little update on how everything's been going healing wise, and kind of where I'm at with that. And next, after that, I'm going to go through my tips on how to stay positive when you have to take some time off from lifting for whatever reason. And then I'm going to give you guys I guess, like 2 weeks no lifting physique update. Like, worst time ever. Like, perfect. Like, 4 days after Christmas. Like, let's do a physique update. Awesome. Great. But whatever, I'm doing one because honestly, I think it's important for people to remember that just because even if it's not for an injury or for something like this, like a surgery, like even if you just want to go on vacation for a month or you want to live your life for a while, like your entire, body's not going to fall apart in a couple weeks. Like all your hard work's not going to disappear in 2 weeks or even in a month. So that's why I'm going to do that, even though I've been eating all the Christmas snacks. But I digress. Okay, so just in terms of updates, so I have actually graduated, yay, to, you guys remember my lovely granny bra that I was having to wear pretty much nonstop for the first 2 weeks. So I have graduated to any normal sports bras that don't have an underwire, as long as I'm comfortable and they're giving me some compression. So I've honestly still been mostly wearing my granny bra because it's most comfortable for me and it has the most compression. But once in a while, if I feel like going in public and not looking like a hot mess, or I feel like wearing a shirt that doesn't look great with a granny bra that goes up to here, then I can wear a different type of sports bra. I've honestly not been doing it much because I'm much more comfortable in the compression bra that I was given, and I'm paranoid. So yeah. But also, so I have been told now that my surgical tape can come off, but not to take it off myself. So it's started falling off on its own. So that's good too. So hopefully in the next few days, maybe I'll be tape free, which would be nice. Cause I'm very curious what the scars actually are going to look like. I don't really mind because I knew going in that there'd be some scarring, but obviously I'm curious. So yeah, that's that. And then I have been cleared to walk, this is so funny, but to walk for an hour a day on the treadmill. Woohoo! So, might as well those the mall in the morning where there's the mall walkers and they do their fucking workout walking through the mall. That's gonna be me for the next month, but whatever. So yeah. That's about it for the actual update part of this video. Now I would like to talk to you guys about my tips for, I guess, making the most of and remaining positive during enforced time off. So I've made a couple posts about this on my Instagram. And I've gotten a lot of responses. I've kind of asked, what have other people done when they've had to take time off to make the most of it and to, not kind of get down. Because I know, if you guys have watched my fitness journey video, then you know that like I've struggled in the past with disordered eating, and I do have some kind of like issues with body dysmorphia. It's been quite a while since like any of that stuff has had a very strong effect on my life, because lifting has become such like an outlet for me and so helpful for me with those things. But like my concern, I guess, is that while I take time off from lifting, like some of those obsessive thoughts will return, because basically like how it kind of works when you go through things like that is that even something that's not a real flaw, like even something that you're almost imagining about yourself, you get that thought in your head and you just repeat it over and over and over again, and that's just what you see and that's what you think, and it can be kind of like debilitating in terms of like social situations, especially combined with anxiety. So yeah, my concern is basically like avoiding that, and some of the responses I got were honestly like so just some of the things people have gone through and overcome and then been able to just, you know, get back into things with a positive attitude. Some of the stories people shared with me, they just honestly blew my mind, and it really put things in perspective for me. Like, you know, I chose to have this done. This is something good that I'm happy about, and I really don't have to, in the grand scheme of my life, take that much time off for it. And there's people out there who've, you know, had no choice. Some of the things that people have gone through were not positive. And, you know, whether it be a serious injury or like a disease that required corrective surgery, these people have gone through horrible things, and they've still managed to come out the other side, continue on with their lifting, and just these stories were just beautiful. And for any of you who did reach out to me in that way, like, thank you so much for sharing those parts of yourself with me, and each and every one of them touched me. And so I just wanted to say, like, hearing things like that from others really just put this in perspective for me and really made me think about things a little differently.
Hey, PlayStation 4, why do you gotta download a game every fucking time?
Well, that kind of broke my beautiful speech that I was giving. Thank you.
You want a better speech? Tell PlayStation to stop every time you put a game in. Download the game for fun.
No, because I don't put speeches about PlayStation on my channel. This is how, okay, my next video is going to be about how to stay positive when you're trying to set up your PlayStation 4. Because, like, some people
it's
really...
It's a steering wheel for the PlayStation.
How to stay positive when you're setting up your steering wheel for PlayStation 4. If anyone has any tips, please DM. His Instagram is Derek_Randall, and I would love if you guys just flood him with DMs on how to stay positive when you're trying to set up your steering wheel for PlayStation 4. What a weirdo. Okay, I'm so glad that that's his like first appearance on my channel. That basically sums him up in 5 seconds. Anyway, okay. So I hope that these tips that I'm about to give are helpful for anyone, regardless of their situation. Whether you're like me and you're choosing to have a procedure done that's going to put you out for a while, whether you literally just need some like mental and physical rest, so you take some time off for that, or whether like you have a serious injury that forces you to. My first tip is to remember that both fitness and strength are a marathon, not a sprint. So yes, you're going to have to take some time off here and there, like no matter who you are. Like everyone's going to get injured at some point. Everyone's going to have to, you know, have family obligations that come up if you're, but see the long term. Like it's not about like constantly going 100%. No one can do that anyway, whether you need time off or not. So look at the long term, I guess, instead of the short term. And this is something that like I'm really trying to force myself to do, because I'm like, I want to be back in the gym. I want to be rebuilding my deadlift. Man, my bench, like I'm losing my gains. Like this is just not fun, but like, how much better am I gonna be? Like when I get back into it and I've had time for my body to completely rest, like I'm gonna get back in there and I'm gonna be so motivated and I'm just gonna smash everything. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get back in there, I'm gonna smash every single thing. So if you look at it as like, I guess like a rest, and at the end you're gonna go in there and you're gonna be even better and more motivated, like that's just like the best headspace that you can get yourself into. To use the time off positively. Second tip is to focus on other hobbies, because if you're someone who's like really into like, whether it be like bodybuilding or powerlifting or, you know, and even like some sort of sport, anything athletic, you know, like so much time out of each day is dedicated towards that activity. And usually that is your main hobby. Like I know for me, like that is, I mean, that's my hobby. So, like, remember old Remember old hobbies that you used to have, like forming coherent sentences, and focus on those other hobbies. Like, I know I'm going to be probably reading, like, so many good books. I love to read, like, love. Actually, if anyone has any good book recommendations, please comment them below, because I know that's one thing that I'm definitely going to be spending a lot of time doing in some of the extra downtime that I have. And then I'm also really going to just like, you know, I'm going into my last semester of school ever. So I'm really going to like put a lot of effort into finishing strong with my education, hopefully like the last time in my life that I'm ever in school again. Just really enjoy, I guess, being able to put even more energy into like those other things that I do than I generally can. My third tip is to focus on the positive of what you can do. So it's not always all or nothing, right? It's not necessarily going to be like you literally cannot do anything. Like, so I'm right now allowed to walk on the treadmill for an hour a day, and I can do some like stretching and some mobility type stuff. So I'm going to do that stuff and I'm going to enjoy doing it. And, you know, already like I look forward to my hour on the treadmill. I know it sounds silly, but like it gets me into a gym and I like the environment of being in a gym. It gets me into like, it gives me an excuse to like put my like cute activewear on. And again, like I know stuff like that just seems silly, but like when it's such a part of your day-to-day routine, like you really start to miss it. So when there are little things that you can do, like make the most of them and enjoy them. All right, and my fourth tip is to remember that you did not build the body that you have. You did not build the physique that you have in one day. Chances are, depending on where you're at in your journey, like you've put years and years, maybe. Like for me, I've been powerlifting for a year, but even before that, I had been, you know, working out for a couple years, playing sports my whole life. So none of what I've achieved up to this point was built in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So it's not going to be lost in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. Like that's just not how it works. So just keep reminding yourself of that, like as much as you need to. If you need to sit there and remind yourself of that 15 times a day, then do it. So anyways, I'm going to do my physique update now, guys. So I've not been lifting at all for 2 weeks, and I've been Christmas meal, turkey, cookie, chocolating it up. So we will see what I'm working with at this point, 2 weeks post-op with no lifting. My muscles have not like completely disappeared from my body. I'm still muscular. I still look like I lift. And actually that was a good way to like show you guys, I guess, proportions in terms of like the size that I chose for my implants as well. I never even thought about that, but like you can see, so like they're big, but like they do look proportionate to my body. But yeah, of course I look a little soft, like it's right after Christmas and I've been eating like garbage. but I'm going to use also the time off to really focus on my nutrition too. But all things considered, like 2 weeks off, not much has changed. Like this is probably what I would look like 2 weeks after a meet no matter what, because I usually take a month to do whatever. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you as always so much for watching. And especially thank you to everyone who shared your stories about your time off with me and what you did to stay positive. It really means the world to me when I hear things like that from people who are just so strong, like so much stronger mentally than I've ever even had to be in my life. It really touches me, so thank you. Anyways, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Good night. Bye.